Namaste and a very happy Independence Day. Welcome to AnkahinCharcha. On this special day, we embark on a journey to honor the unsung patriots and martyrs of India's freedom struggle. While many have sacrificed their lives to our motherland, but today we will focus on 20 remarkable figures who fought valiantly and laid down their lives for India's freedom. Today we will uncover their forgotten stories and pay tribute to their sacrifices, courage, and devotion to our motherland. Jai Hind and welcome once again to AnkahinCharcha. Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey revolted against the British East India Company due to the use of cartridges greased with cow and pig fat, which offended both Hindu and Muslim soldiers. On March 29, 1857, he attacked his British officers, sparking what would become the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Though the rebellion was crushed, Mangal Pandey's defiance spread anti-colonial sentiments throughout India, making him a national symbol of resistance against Indian imperialism and setting the stage for future organized uprisings. Rani Lakshmibai. Lakshmibai became a leading figure in the 1857 rebellion after the British annexed her kingdom of Jhansi under the doctrine of lapse, denying her adopted son the right to the throne. She formed an army and fought bravely against the British forces. Her martyrdom in battle inspired many to take up arms against British rule. Lakshmibai became an enduring symbol of resistance and courage of future independence movements, especially among women. Tantia Tope. Tantia Tope was a general in the 1857 rebellion who fought alongside Rani Lakshmibai. After the fall of Kanpur, he led a successful guerrilla campaign against the British forces, using hit-and-run tactics to prolong the struggle. His execution after the capture did not diminish the legacy. Tope's guerrilla tactics became a model for future revolutionary movements, emphasizing the importance of sustained resistance even in the face of superior forces. Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Phadke organized a revolt against British rule by forming a group of armed revolutionaries. He initiated raids and attacks to challenge British power, raising funds for the freedom struggle and attempting to overthrow colonial control. Though Phadke's rebellion was suppressed, his actions inspired future revolutionists to adopt similar strategies and armed resistance. He is considered a precursor to later revolutionary movements that used direct action to oppose British rule. Bhikaji Kama. Operating from exile in Europe, Kama worked tirelessly to gain international support for India's independence. She distributed revolutionary literature, helped organize Indian nationalists abroad, and unfurled the first Indian national flag in Stuttgart in 1907. Kama's work raised awareness in India's struggle on the global stage, encouraging international solidarity and building a network of Indian revolutionaries abroad. Her efforts laid the groundwork to future global campaigns for Indian independence. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Tilak called for Swaraj through his writings in newspapers like Kesari and the Maharat. He mobilized masses through public festivals and advocated for boycotts of British goods. He was imprisoned for sedition due to the inflammatory speeches against the British rule. Tilak's call for immediate self-rule inspired a generation of leaders who adopted his radical approach. His advocacy for using festivals as a form of protest became a widespread tool for political mobilization, helping to shift the independence movement from the elite to the masses. Lala Lajpat Rai. Rai led protest against the Simon Commission, who was formed to study constitutional reform in India but excluded Indian representations. During a peaceful protest in 1928, Rai was brutally beaten by police, leading to his death. Rai's death became a rallying point for revolutionaries who sought revenge, such as Bhagat Singh and his associates, leading to more militant actions against British rule. His martyrdom energized the freedom struggle, pushing it toward more radical tactics. Veer Savarkar. Savarkar promoted armed revolt and was arrested for organizing revolutionary activities including the circulation of anti-British literature. He was sentenced to life imprisonment in the cellular jail in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where he continued his nationalist writings. Savarkar's ideas of Hindutva and armed resistance influenced both the revolutionary and later political movements in India. His writings on freedom and revolution inspired countless activists despite his years in prison. Subhas Chandra Bose. Dissatisfied with Gandhi's non-violent approach, Bose sought foreign support to oust the British. He formed the Indian National Army (INA) and allied with Axis powers during World War II. His military campaign aimed to march into India and expel the British. Although the INA was defeated, Bose's leadership and his INA instilled a sense of pride and belief in military resistance. His efforts are believed to have hastened British departure by instilling fear of widespread rebellion among Indian soldiers loyal to the British. Bhagat Singh. Singh was involved in the killing of British police officer J.P. Saunders and bombed the Central Legislative Assembly in protest against British policies. His trials, speeches, and writings during imprisonment galvanized the youth and made him a martyr for the cause. Bhagat Singh's martyrdom after his execution transformed him into a national hero. His radical ideas and defiance of colonial rule inspired a new generation of revolutionaries, pushing the independence movement towards more radical and direct action. Chandrasekhar Azad. Azad led revolutionary groups and carried out attacks against British institutions. He vowed to never be captured alive by the British and, true to his word, shot himself during a shootout with the police. Azad's self-sacrifice became a powerful symbol of resistance. His commitment to the cause of complete independence and his leadership in revolutionary activities helped inspire the more militant sections of the independence movement. Sukhdev Thapar. Sukhdev was deeply involved in the revolutionary activities of the Hindustan Socialist Republic Association (HSRA). He helped plan the assassination of J.P. Saunders to avenge Lala Lajpat Rai's death and was hanged alongside Bhagat Singh and Rajguru. Sukhdev's martyrdom further inflamed anti-colonial sentiments, and his role in the HSRA helped to promote his idea to youth-led revolution. His sacrifice is remembered as a powerful treatment to the cause of freedom. Rajguru. Rajguru participated in the assassination of J.P. Saunders and was a key figure in the HSRA's effort to destabilize British rule through acts of violence and rebellion. His martyrdom alongside Bhagat Singh and Sukhdev helped to turn public opinion toward a more aggressive stance on independence, increasing the pressure on the British to leave India. Ashfaqullah Khan. Khan participated in the Kakori train robbery, which was an attempt to steal British government funds to finance revolutionary activities. He was arrested and executed for his role in the conspiracy. Khan's execution alongside others involved in the Kakori conspiracy became a rallying cry for Indian revolutionaries. His legacy contributed to a sense of solidarity among Hindus and Muslims fighting together for freedom. Ram Prasad Bismil. Bismil led the Kakori conspiracy, organizing the train robbery to fund revolutionary activities. His subsequent trial and execution made him a national hero, especially due to his eloquent poetry and writings. Bismil's writings, particularly his poems, became part of the revolutionary lore, inspiring future generations to contribute to the fight against British oppression. Batukeshwar Dutt. Dutt joined Bhagat Singh in throwing non-lethal bombs in the Central Legislative Assembly to protest repressive British laws. He was sentenced to life imprisonment for his actions but remained committed to the cause throughout his imprisonment. Dutt's protest through dramatic actions helped draw attention to the revolutionary cause. Even after being sentenced, his resilience inspired many who were fighting for India's independence. Udham Singh. Udham Singh avenged the Jallianwala Bagh massacre by assassinating Michael O'Dwyer, the former Lieutenant Governor of Punjab. Singh held O'Dwyer responsible for the massacre and waited over 2 decades to exact his revenge. Singh's assassination of O'Dwyer was celebrated across India as an act of justice for the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. His execution in London made him a martyr and further exposed British atrocities in India to an international audience. Matangini Hajra. Hajra was a key participant in the Quit India movement and led a procession against British rule. Despite being shot by British police, she continued to march with the national flag, shouting slogans for freedom until she died. Hajra's death became a symbol of the determination and courage of women in the Indian independence movement. Her sacrifice inspired many to continue the fight and underscored the role of grassroots activists in challenging British authority. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Patel led successful peasant movements like Bardoli Satyagraha, where farmers refused to pay oppressive taxes. He later became one of the main leaders of the Quit India movement, demanding complete British withdrawal from India. Patel's leadership in the independent movement contributed significantly to its success. After independence, he played a critical role in uniting India by integrating princely states, earning him the title Iron Man of India. Tirupur Kumara. Kumara was a part of the Indian National Congress protests and led demonstrations against colonial rule. He was killed by British police while carrying the national flag, refusing to let it fall even in death. Kumara's martyrdom became a symbol of devotion to the cause of independence. Particularly in southern India, his sacrifice served as a reminder of the high cost of freedom and the unyielding spirit of the Indian people. These patriots, through their sacrifices, significantly influenced the course of the Indian independence movement, either by inspiring mass movements, strictly challenging colonial authority, or rallying the nation through their martyrdom. Their efforts collectively weakened British control over India and paved the way for eventual freedom. Thank you for being with us. We will meet again in our next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.